Hello and welcome back to the channel Aligned with Ruby. We are going to go ahead and get started laying back on the mat. So let's go. I'm going to use a soft ball between my thighs here to get started. Before we do, I just showed you there the Pilates compass. So Pilates compass, your thumbs on your belly button, heels of the hands and the hips, fingertips on the navel. Basically, is your pelvis like tilting or twisting? Keep it neutral. You can see there also you don't want your ribs popping or flaring out, your rib cage popping or flaring out. Just keep your ribs soft. Keep your ribs soft. All right, okay, so today we are going to go ahead and get started laying back with a block or two between your thighs, or soft ball is going to really help with your Pilates compass here and getting started in your pelvic tilts and tucks. Your pelvic tilts and tucks. So you're just tilting your pelvis forward and back. Keeping balanced across the backs of your shoulders and your rib cage and those little bones in the back of your head. So you're isolating this movement to your pelvis. You're isolating this movement to your pelvis. You can just see there you want to keep your ribs nice and soft. So what's going to really help is moving and transitioning with your breath, tilting your pelvis forward and back on an inhale, vice versa on an exhale. Okay, so today's workout is going to be less than 20 minutes, and this is the first day of our Happy Hips Challenge, our 21-day Happy Hips Challenge. This is the first day. So go ahead, you're going to slide your right leg forward onto the ground on an inhale and exhale, engaging your pelvic core, your pelvic floor, to drag your feet together back onto the mat. So keep that going, just rep it out, inhaling to slide your leg forward and exhaling, melting your ribs, keeping a neutral pelvis, dragging your feet back together. So you can see the only thing moving here is my leg. Hold it and you're just going to rock your foot side to side. Let that spread up your thigh. And just give it a little flex and point. Try to keep your leg, the back of your knee straight. But soft in your joints. We're not trying to overextend our knees, so keep your joints soft. Okay, bending into that right leg, you're going to take it into tabletop, knee over hip. Keep that knee bent and you're just going to inhale to allow your foot to fall forward towards the ground. Exhale, again squeezing from that pelvic floor, your center, to bring your knee back in line with your hip, tabletop. Keep that going, we're just wrapping it out. Inhale, dropping your foot forward, and exhaling, squeezing your tummy, your center, your pelvic floor to bring that back. Keep gently scooping your navel to spine, your belly button to your back. And if you feel strong enough, you could extend that leg forward. So you're lengthening the lever, you're lengthening the lever rather than having a bent knee here. So keep going, dropping that leg forward. You're going to also feel a nice stretch in your hip. And exhale to bring that back. Keep that going, just a couple more. And you can see I have my hands on my ribs here. Just checking those ribs. Okay, keep your leg extended and you're just giving that ankle a little circle one side and to the next. My opposite leg, my left leg, is also active on the ground here, helping to keep that pelvis stable. Okay, interlock your fingers behind your knee. Hug that right knee into the center of your chest and extend your left leg to the ground. Keep your foot active. And you're just circling like a U or a rainbow shape into your right hip, side to side. Rotating side to side. This is such a deep hip opener. Well done, ready for some bridges. Okay, so you're going to lift your hips up and extend your left leg up in line with your hip. Keep that going. Keeping your hips lifted, your pelvis stable. You can take your hands back to your Pilates compass, just checking your ribs aren't poking or flaring out either. There's something else I'm doing here. I've got my thumbs to my 10th rib and my fingertips, my index finger on my hips in the front of my pelvis. And basically you just want to check that your ribs are in line with your hip bones, your pelvis, that, your ribs aren't sticking away out and your pelvis isn't like tucking or tilting at all. Bring both feet to the mat, and if you got your softball, you could use it there. Again, it's not necessary, but it really helps. Inhale, you're going to curl back vertebrae by vertebrae, and exhale, go straight back up into that bridge, maintaining your alignment here with your 10th rib and your pelvis like we were just talking about. So keep that going at a pace that suits you. Every time you breathe in, you're curling back vertebrae by vertebrae and exhaling to scoop your belly button to spine, lifting your pelvis right up. Alright, finish off last one, and you're going to go back into your pelvic tilts. Pelvic tilts are the best thing that you could do if you have tight or weak hips, or you have like even a stiff or sore back, even a rounded head posture. Just literally go lay on the ground, lay on your mat, on your bed even. You could do this on your bed. Thumbs on your belly button, heels of hands and hips, and fingertips on navel. So you're literally just curling your pelvis forward and back. And how do you know, like, how far should I go? As long as you're keeping your ribs soft and relaxed, and you can still feel those hip bones across the mat. Okay, we are going to switch sides. So go ahead, you're going to extend your left leg forward, and on an exhale, drag it back. Keep that going, breathing in, extending and dropping that leg forward, and exhaling. Moving from your center, bringing your feet back together. Keep going, just doing as many as you can, but quality repetitions. I would rather you do less and have more quality repetitions than just firing out as many as you can, So think of this mindfully. How does it feel in your body? Use the tools that I've given you. Checking your pelvic compass, checking your ribs in line with your hips. Okay, and as you're laying back on the ground, you're going to get all of that feedback in the back body. Well done. So just hold this one. You're just rocking your foot side to side. Let that spread up to your thigh and your hip. Ready? Let's go. Bring that knee into tabletop, knee over hip. And you're just dropping that bent knee forward on an inhale and exhaling to bring it back in line with your hip, tabletop. Keep that going. Inhaling, dropping forward. And you'll feel like a little tug in your tummy or in your belly. If you are using your core, then you will get that feeling. Brace your tummy when you feel that you've dropped your foot far enough. Feel your tummy catching your leg to stop it from hitting the ground. At that point, exhaling to bring your knee back in line. And you can try extending the lever with a straight leg rather than a bent knee. Extending straight into that leg, raising up and down. Okay, since we're really focusing on the hips, I want you also to think about rolling your thighs out, spiraling your thighs, rotating them outward from your hip socket. Spiraling and rotating your hips outward from your hip socket at the same time. Okay, hold this and just roll into your ankle one side into the next. We're about to go into the bridge. So yeah, rolling your thighs, both of them outward. At the same time, I want you to think about an invisible line running down the center of your body. and you are squeezing that line with both of your thighs. So you're going to feel this opposing force. You're going to feel your inner thighs working and your outer glutes, your hip, your glute medius. Okay, so we are extending the right leg and pushing the ground away with your left foot to lift up into a bridge. So right leg extended in that left foot. Your left foot is working hard to press the ground away as if you were pushing your foot to the back of your head to really lift up out of your hip. Just keeping your hips nice and square so you're not tilting or pulling to one side. Lifting your hips and even holding it for a moment at the top. Well done. We're going to finish off there. And just curling back on an inhale, exhaling to lift up. See if you can go a little bit further with your pelvis this time. Think about pushing both of your feet to the back of your head to initiate that lift from the mat. Hold your next one, stretching your hands up in line with your chest and shoulders, exhaling, bringing both your hands and your pelvis back to the mat. Go again. Exhale to lift up into your bridge, stretching your hands up and inhaling to bring it all back. Exhale, lift your pelvis. Just make sure those ribs aren't doming or flaring. And see if you can stretch a little bit farther now. We are going to alternate hands and legs. So extend into your right leg and stretch your left hand behind you on an exhale. Inhale to bring it all back, all the way to the mat. Exhale, lift your hips up, switch sides, go left leg extend, right hand overhead. And inhale to bring it all back. So when you go to stretch your hand up overhead, think about spiraling your arms and your armpits out. Just like we were talking about the thighs, rotating out. You want to do the same thing with your arms and your armpits. Okay, because your body does not work in straight lines and hinges. Your body works in opposites and in rotation. We'll do one more time each side. So exhale to lift, extending right leg, left arm, inhale and bring it all back. One last time, here we go, opposite side. And breathing in to take it all back. Okay, let's take those knees into the chest, give a little rock, and go ahead. We're going to extend right arm to the side, roll over to the right side, stacking your legs and pressing the ground away. We're very nearly finished here. We're very, very close to finishing. Take into all fours, and you're going to take that left arm inhale, stretching up to the ceiling. Just breathing normally. Give your shoulder a little rotation to one side and then the opposite. On an exhale, you're going to take that left hand, thread the needle between your right arm and leg, give it a wee pulse, and go again. Inhale, stretching up, and exhale, going into a little twist and pulse. Now, keep your belly button facing the ground, keep that going. And we're going to sit back into a child's posture before we take the opposite side. Let's rep that out. So dropping your pelvis forward out of your child's posture and then sitting back again into your child's posture. Move into like a push-up position out of your child's posture and sitting back again. Give me a couple more. Transitioning and moving with your breath. Keep that feeling again of rotating your hips out from the hip socket, but at the same time squeezing that invisible medial line, center line in the middle of your body with your inner thighs. Forward, shoulders over wrists. Go ahead, pick up your knees and press the ground away. Dropping your neck and head back to look at your toes. Keep your knees bent. This is an inversion. We're just opening up the back here. Keep dropping your shoulders down away from your ears. Lovely long neck and head. And just walk those heels up and down. walk your heels up and down. And ready to roll forward. Straight legs, pressing the ground away, shoulders over wrists in your high plank, and then go ahead, float both knees down to the mat. Both knees down to the mat. We're going to switch sides on an exhale, extend that right hand up to the ceiling and give it a little rotation one side and to the next. Go ahead, thread the needle on another exhale, twisting that right hand between your left arm and leg, and go again. Inhale to stretch up and exhale to twist. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Inhale and stretching up, stacking those shoulders. Keep your belly button facing down, your pelvis in neutral, and go ahead, twist and pulse. Well done. Let's lift up into another downward dog, curling to tuck your toes under and pressing the ground away. Go up with straight legs this time, or keep your knees bent if you'd prefer. We're just going to walk it out. And when you're ready, go ahead, press the ground away, rolling shoulders over wrists into your high plank. Ready to press away again, rolling your shoulders out and down into their pockets, into the rib cage. And give me a couple more, transitioning to high plank to down dog into plank. Go ahead, float both of your knees down, trying to keep a neutral pelvis as you do, and taking your knees out wide, big toes together to sit back into that child's posture. Breathe full and deep breaths, filling up your lungs on an inhalation. And exhale, you're going to go ahead, raise your neck and head up, pushing the ground away and sitting back to the heels of your feet. Ready to stand up in a way that suits you, that you feel safe. I'm just going to go into low lunge here. If you want to follow me, that's okay. Raising your back knee and shortening the stance, shuffling your back foot in closer. Keep looking at the top of your mat or your big toes, stepping your feet together and curling up from a forward fold. Feel your glutes, feel your back at the top, holding you to stand up tall. And we're going to finish off there today, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Just roll those shoulders and elbows out in both directions. Go ahead, walking your heels up and down, sending that into your hips. You should be feeling good, set up for the rest of your day. Well done for showing up. Pedal that out as you are pedaling and alternating the heels. Just keep your pelvis nice and neutral. That transition is really important, switching between your feet here. Just keep focusing on fuller and deeper breaths, slowing down your breath. And if you want to rock your foot side to side, let that go up into your hip and thigh. And then just making it equal and aligned, switching to the opposite side. Well done, great work today. Goodbye.